You know, the worst part about it is all the rain hasn't even been a good shower. And it really hasn't rained that hard.
Yep. Well, let's take a look at our Western Auto race recap. Kyle Petty has led 14 of the 46 laps. We've had 2 cautions for a total of 8 laps. There are 26 cars on the lead lap. 4 leaders, 6 lead changes, and the average speed 93.87 miles an hour. Those that have led a lap include the pole sitter Dale Earnhardt, Kyle Petty, Ernie Irvan, and Dick Trickle under caution. Those out of the race: James Hilton, Danny Wilson, Derek Cope, Todd Bodine crashing, not injured, and Michael Waldrop. The standings in the Western Auto Mechanic of the Year race. Tim Brewer from Bill Elliott's team is on top by 3 points over Tony Glover from Ernie Irvan's crew. Donnie Richardson is tied with Tony for second. In fourth is Larry McReynolds from the Haviland Ford Davey Allison team. And Steve Meal from Mark Martin's car number 6 is fifth in the Mechanic of the Year standings from Western Auto. King Richard Petty, shown in 28th position, 1 lap down. He and the other drivers circulate around this track, hoping it will dry and hoping we can get back to some more green flag racing. But at the moment, the track is wet and Kyle Petty is your leader.
Raining hard out here now.
Oh, geez. Why don't we just end this drudgery? I like a race as much as anyone else, but the thrill is gone.
Elliott, if it ends now, Elliott's going to take the point lead back. I got him in 14th place and Schrader in 20th place with Davies.
That is correct, Ned. Yep.
So he would regain the
That's
point
something
lead.
we need probably to mention. What? Not that again. Whoops. Well, that is a good point. NASCAR Winston Cup Racing, the Budweiser at the Glen from Watkins Glen, New York, live here on ESPN. Still raining in some portions of the racetrack, and you begin to wonder at this point when and if they will display the red flag, because quite damp in some sections of the race course. Let's go down to Jerry Punch, who's in Ernie Irvan's pit.
Guys, have a bit of humor down here. You know, when they realized it was starting to rain and probably the caution was going to come out the next lap by, Tony Glover, who's the crew chief on Ernie Irvan, knew that Ernie would probably just get wild with that steering wheel, which is exactly what he did. But he told him, he said, hey, calm down, take it easy. There's 30 cars behind you in the lead lap. If you get off this race course, we'll finish 34th. I'd rather finish 4th than way back there. Well, Ernie was all over the racetrack, passing people right and left. And when they saw him come out of turn 11, he had passed and made a couple more passes. And Tony said, well, you see how well he listens to me.
Ernie Irvan third in the lineup as we remain under caution. Now, in terms of Winston Cup points, Ned, looks to me like that Bill Elliott, if the race were to end the way the standings are right now, would take back the points lead. Isn't that the way you got to figure?
Yes, he would, Bob. I could have him in 14th position at the moment, and Dorsey Schrader relieving for Davey Allison. I see him in 20th position, so he definitely would take over the point lead.
Wouldn't be much of a separation, but again, Elliott will have a slight advantage coming out of this race if the race were to end right now and the standings would stay as they are right now. And it's raining here on the main straightaway now.
Yeah, yes. All the fans in this grandstand are heading for cover, so it must be raining down here. I'm high and dry myself, but must be raining.
We had a hard shower. It's still raining here, but we had a hard shower while we were away on the commercial break. It has lightened up just a little bit, but still raining, and many of the fans over here are beginning to hunt for shelter as well. All
right, let's show you a field summary now from Fram. showing you where they are at the moment, so that if we do get a red flag in the next few laps, you will know where your driver finished. I think I was just mentioning this morning on the way to the racetrack how we have been very lucky at ESPN in terms of rainouts. The last rainout that we had, complete washout, was in Talladega a year ago last May, but this has been one of the longest races and days that I've spent in quite a few months or years.
And actually, it's one of the shortest races, mileage-wise, that we have.
Well, we were in position to go on the air at, what, 12 o'clock?
1, yeah.
And it's now
almost 6.
Almost 6, so I've been sitting here 6 hours waiting on something to happen.
My plane leaves in 35 minutes, so Benny, you'd have nothing to complain about because you've been eating and signing autographs and schmoozing with the fans, haven't you?
Well, yeah, but I mean, what's somebody to do? I just can't sit here and watch it rain forever. I got to get down with fans, and boy, they are leaving now.
Yeah, I can see it raining really hard here on the main straightaway now. I just have a feeling that it isn't going to be long before there is a decision.
Well, it's gotten to the point now, Bob, and it's still raining. It's picked up again back here, raining pretty hard. It's gotten to the point now, as late as it is in the day, we aren't going to get into sunshine. And it took a long time to dry this track when we had a little bit of sunshine, but it would take a long, long time. I doubt if they could get this track dry before dark if it stopped raining right now.
I don't think so, because it's taken an hour under ideal circumstances, and because we're in the month of August, the sun is going to set before we could get this racetrack dry. So we wait patiently to see what is going to happen. Right now, the yellow flag is the one that is out, no red, so the race is not over at this point. We'll come back with more from Watkins Glen.
For 13 laps, they stopped as of lap 51. Thus far, they've run 13 caution laps up to that point.